I learned that my father had prostate cancer. He had had a PSA test, and the reading was between a 7 and an 8. Well, he said he generally took 5 a day, and one day he got in 6. But he took them for 7 days, and his surgery was going to be in 3 more days, so he decided that he would go to the laboratory on his own and see if the carotenoids had in fact helped him or not, because he wasn't going to buy any more of them if they weren't doing any good. He went into the laboratory and they retested, and the laboratory called the doctor instead of him. They gave him the results. It was already down to a 4 in 7 days.
Mm-hmm. That's what he told me.
So the doctor called him and said, "What have you been doing? What did you do?" And he said, "I just got a call from the laboratory. Your PSA is at a 4. He said, "And your surgery for tomorrow is canceled." So he's since retested, and the reading keeps going down lower.
How many carotenoids are you taking now?
I don't know exactly now, but I know that he went down to about 3 a day.
Yeah.
And he no longer has cancer.
Uh-huh.
And that's the exciting part.
That's really exciting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Last year, LaDonna's aunt had surgery for gallbladder surgery, and she was full of cancer. And they sewed her up basically and sent her home to die. And one of the things she wanted to do before she died was to visit Alaska. And while she was in Alaska, LaDonna started her on Formula 4. Now, this woman has had, many years ago, had a colostomy. 40 years ago. And whenever she would take vitamins, they always came out whole. So we started her on the Formula 4, and they began to help her. And she continued to take Formula 4 and was actually improving. And then when LaDonna's father was healed of his prostate cancer, they sent her carotenoids. And now, after how many weeks? Quite a few months, has been given a clean bill of health with no more cancer.
Oh, you're kidding.
And all she takes is the Formula 4 and the carotenoids because of the way they're formulated. They digest, get into the system before they get to her cholesterol.
She only has 2.5 hours between consumption and elimination. 2.5 hours. And if it won't break down and be assimilated, it does her no good. The Formula 4 worked, and the carotenoids worked.